Yatish. We can see it.
Okay, so let's start. Sorry, it took some time to organize stuff. I still don't have everything in one deck. So what I'll do is I'll walk you through some slides from different decks. But I think important is to get the messaging right. So that's why.
Yes.
Okay. So at SLK, I'll just quickly first talk about 1 or 2 minutes about SLK as a group. I know somebody else would have also given you, but I'll talk about it before we dovetail into BFS because there is some there's some history or legacy to it as well, right?
Yes. Yes.
So so SLK, first of all, as a group company, we started in the early 2000s, right? We we call ourselves as a small big company now, right? And you will be surprised to hear the two contradictory words there, right? Why do we call small and big at the same time, right? We call ourselves small because we are nimble, we are agile, we are not bound by bureaucratic processes, right? And hence we focus on and focus on getting things done fast, and that's what our clients love us for, right? So that's the main focus of being agile and nimble, and so much so that our CEO is in direct touch with most or almost all of our client CIOs, right? So imagine from a client side, a CEO of your partner or a strategic partner you can talk to at any point of time, right? I don't think the biggies of the world will be able to give access to their CEOs like that, right? So that's
Yeah.
why we are there's a strategic advantage for us being a smaller company, right? So that's point number one. Point number two is at the same time I said we are a big company, right? So we compete with almost 95% of the time with all the biggies in the IT industry. So at the same time, to match their scale, to match with the competition, we have done it many number of times that we are able to ramp up, scale up to the needs of our clients, right? So hence the client doesn't see us as a smaller company. They know that we have the wherewithal, the ammunition to scale up, and we have done umpteen examples to prove this also to the client, right? So that's about how we want to pitch and position ourselves as well, right? Now, when we started our first when we got our first client, our first client rather our first client was Emerson, but through Emerson also we got one of our banking clients many years back, and that client has stayed with us over so many years. I think it's more than 20 years now. That client is still with us. So the
Yes.
message is, once we get a client, we ensure that there is no client attrition from our side, right? And that's how we have grown. We have grown even in banking through references. We have grown through the good work that we have done, and we are not, in the market where we are going all and sundry to each and every banking client, and we want all of them, right? We are a bit choosy in what we want to select, so that we can continue the focus that we have on clients, right? So that's the a basic premise. Um, through the journey, I think now we have almost from a banking side, I think 20 to 25 odd clients. In fact, I'm happy to say that we have just recently added a new banking client just in fact yesterday, as in we were the sales cycle, gestation cycle took some time, almost 3 to 4 months, but yesterday we have signed the contract and it's officially on a new logo for us, right? So we have added a new client, and that too in a very new space which was unknown to us in the past, right? So
Yes.
so now we have almost 20 25 odd clients, and for most of our clients, I think you can see those credentials here, right? For
Mm-hmm.
most of our clients, we are the strategic partner where they have outsourced almost 60 to 70% of the work from an either a maintenance angle or from a strategic development standpoint or testing standpoint as well, right? So that gives us an edge that whenever these clients want to do certain new transformation or new projects, they come to us as a first stop because we have intricate knowledge of their banking systems and applications, which is upstream, downstream applications as well, right? So we keep getting these deals on a regular basis where our existing clients want to do something new. They come to us. It's almost like we have the right of first refusal, right?
Mm-hmm.
That we get a chance of what they want to do, and we sometimes give them a view of how big the animal is, because we understand how big, how mammoth the bank is, right? From that angle. So that's one. We have now in banking 3,600 odd consultants, and we are growing. We are rapidly growing. And through the kind of work that we have done, I think we have done a large amount of transformational projects throughout our clientele. And I'll talk a bit on that in my subsequent section as well, right?
Yes.
Um, Coming to the domains that we have, right? So we are pretty much in almost all the domains in banking, right? Be it retail bank, commercial bank, front of the risk and compliance, payments, wealth management, so on and so forth, right? So in fact,
Mm-hmm.
I have a slide which can showcase that. Let me see if I can find that. But
Mm-hmm.
the message is right from the in banking, there are two terms, RTB and CTB. It's called run the bank and change the bank, right? So we
Mm-hmm.
are predominantly there in both of these, right? Run the bank means you want to run the bank's operations and ensure that the lights are on to support our banking, for the bank to support its client. So we support the bank to ensure that the lights are on so that they can support their end customers, right? So that's RTB. And CTB is change the bank, wherein, as I said, whatever new functionality, new product, new tool that the bank wants to introduce, we are there based on our intricate knowledge of the customer, right? So like this, if you see in and we have case studies, or we have caselets for most of these areas that you see within banking, right? I mean, branch and digital banking, we have, in fact, in branch banking, we have a case study where we have transformed the way the branch teller works for the bank, right? In the sense that they were in a situation where they wanted to evaluate a product versus a build solution, right? Where they can build it themselves, or they go to the market and buy the product, which is a ready-made product in the market. But I think we based on our knowledge, we suggested that, hey, you can do it yourself, and we can do it for you. And this helped the bank revolutionize the way they do branch banking at almost 40 to 50% lower cost than what they could have done by purchasing the off the shelf product from the market, right? So like that,
Yes.
we have examples in each and every field. I think it will take a lot of time for me to go through it, but I'll try to focus on few marquee customers or case studies that we have, so that will help you get a sense of it also, right? Um, if you see, the bottom part is all the banking solutions and tech partners, right? I mean, we will not be able to deliver our services unless we have partnership with the either the the domain players or the technology players, right? So we
Mm-hmm.
have all of that ingrained in our system as well. Couple of them, I will mention it here. You can see that in the top second, there's a name called Encino. So Encino is now taken over by Salesforce. We Encino is a commercial loan origination platform we have umpteen years of experience with our clients doing these commercial loan origination. Right. So we have done the actual implementations, we have done testing, we have done integrations, we have done maintenance, we have done multiple, multi-geo implementations as well. Right. So we are very strong in this space. Right. Um, you can see one of that in the center middle. It's called Micro Focus, right? Micro
Mm-hmm.
Focus is one of our partners to ensure that if there's any legacy code that the bank has, if you know, banking is a pretty legacy or archaic industry where a lot of mainframes or old screen platforms are still there. So if the bank wants to move ahead, if the bank wants to move out of legacy, so Micro Focus is one of the partner that can help us do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting one is at the top, in the top green that you can see, it's FIS, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, FIS has a very special relationship with us. It is a customer, plus we are we are a partner to FIS to implement their products for different customers as well. So we
Oh.
have a two-way relationship with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the beauty of that. So FIS is one of our biggest customers, and also FIS has multiple products in the industry.
Right.
But just give me 5 seconds. I'll just close the door.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah. So FIS has multiple products in the industry. FIS is known for its products. It's like market leading products, right? So one of them
Yes.
is MVP. Shit, how did I forget the name? Modern banking platform, right?
Mm-hmm.
Few of our customers that they wanted to implement MVP, we were there. Few of our customers, when the MVP was already implemented and they wanted to integrate MVP across the client ecosystem, we were there,
Mm-hmm.
right? Somebody wanted to develop few applications leveraging MVP, we were there, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that's the beauty of the relationship that we have with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's next to Micro Focus, there's Axway, right? So Axway is now the world is moving towards open banking. It's written there in the next gen solutions as well. The six grids that we have, I think the
Mm-hmm.
last grid is next gen solutions, right? So open
Yes.
banking and banking as a service. So Axway is one of the leading product vendors that does this for customers, right? So
Okay.
this was such a beautiful project wherein the customer, and generally we deal with the customer's IT department, right? If it's a bank, it's a bank's IT department. But
Mm-hmm.
here the bank's business guys also were involved in this, because open banking is such a new world that the business was thinking of generating more revenue using Axway and SLK together. I mean, we were the primary partners, and we leverage SLK as a technology arm for us, right? To
Mm-hmm.
develop the application through which the bank could increase its revenue by exposing its services to the outside world, right? So
Mm-hmm.
so we were there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I can go
What
on,
is
but
open
I
banking? I mean, like, I just just to understand a little better.
okay. I'll explain it by an example.
Yes.
Um, you say you are a bank. Okay, say let's take ICICI Bank for simplistic example, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's ICICI Bank, and ICICI Bank wants to expose its banking services, right, to a new player who has no clue about banking, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these services can be exposed to a new player, or a new player who's not a bank, of course, who's in from different industry, and he can leverage ICICI banking services and do that, right? And he can check his bank account, he can open a new bank account, he can open a check draft facility, and so on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for the bank, it becomes a new revenue model if they are
Mm-hmm.
able to expose their services to other customers as well.
Right. Right.
right? So
Got it.
that's mainly from that angle. Here is the complex view of what we do across banking, but I'll not this is kind of complicated to understand. But the
Mm-hmm.
message here I want to leave is across the banking value chain, the front office, the middle office, where you interact with the customer, where you do integrations with the backend. I think across the core and across the peripherals, we have our presence. We have worked with different product vendors as well, and we can do that now. Over the years we have gained expertise in that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. Examples of success, if you see branch teller modernization, I've just told you. I may not remember all of these, but I'm trying to focus on the specific ones, right? So that it becomes clear, right?
Mm-hmm.
As the world is moving on, you know about the AI capabilities, right? So,
Yes.
so in banking, we are no different. But you just have to bear with me. I'll get the right slide. Hold on to talk about this as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where is this? Okay, I want to summarize in one slide, so I'll share only one second. It's called AI deck. Can you see this slide?
Yes, we can.
I'll just blow it up. Yeah. So we have also embarked on the AI journey now, and we have in fact leapfrogged into this by already developing certain use cases, which we can take it to market and showcase to our customers, right?
Mhm.
So one of the biggest is you can see at the bottom left called logbox automation, right?
Okay. Yes.
What it means is okay. I'll give you I'll try to explain the scenario first.
Mm-hmm.
Logbox is a I think, and you will get to know this from the service line presentations as well. I think Aditi would also arrange that. I think that would be for DigiOps. But that's related to banking, so I'll talk about this here. Okay. So, Logbox as a concept means that um, uh, customers send checks to the bank, right? And these checks are there for, and they give future dated or future dated checks as well, right? Now, these checks are to be kept with the bank, and on a monthly level or certain frequency, they want to, use or take out these checks and realize the checks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So hence it's called logbox. The checks are kept in a logbox, and then there's a lot of manual activity where these checks need to be manually screened and checked whether the checks are written rightly, whether the name is written right, and so on, right? Is there any error in the checks and so on, right? So what we have done is through an AI engine, we have an AI engine where the engine is trained with 1,000 different models of writing checks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when a client comes, sorry, when the person here, first of all, used to do it manually. Now
Mm-hmm.
the engine automatically understands where are there potential errors, some things which are not clear, and highlight that. And not only that, if you read that, it extracts and contextualizes the data as well, right? It
Yes.
extracts the data from the check images that it feeds in, and it can contextualize it and then put an entry into the system with, and it gives around 80 to almost 90% accuracy it gives. So there's a lot of manual labor which was spent is now saved because of this. Almost 40 to 50% of the manual labor is saved with this logbox automation, which gives almost 90 to 95% accuracy as well.
Right, right. So
Right.
here we created the entire tool, or our work was more focused on the AI bit because, like, I think the primary feature would be the image analysis bit, right, where we are looking at the checks and figuring out what text there is inside?
Yeah, so we did the end-to-end thing, including the process was already set up. We leveraged the tool, we trained the bot, we trained it on how we should read it, and then we changed the entire process and made it efficient and faster as well, right? So it is about the OCR engine which understands the image, then the intelligent engine AI extracts and makes sense out of it through some patterns, and then it
Mhm.
contextualizes it and then updates the system of records as well.
Correct. And I think this is quite popular in the US. I mean, checks in India, I think we don't use it as much as they use it in the US, right? For it's
Yes,
used a
yes,
lot. So maybe a bank
yes.
would be getting in a day. Is there a number like what scale there is
The
of
I'll
checks?
have to check if one sec. Let's see if this. Yeah, you see here images
Oh,
per
crazy.
month, so much.
That's a
And these
lot.
are the
Yeah.
machine printed checks, the handwritten checks. Yeah.
Mhm. Yes.
So
Very interesting.
yeah. Another one is this one at the bottom, sentiment analysis, right? So
Yes.
so there's an AI engine which is okay. First of all, if there are banks have their commercial customers or corporate customers, right? Now they want to if a bank wants to invest in another corporate or another entity, so they would
Mhm.
do a lot of due diligence on the corporate entity, right? So we have a sentiment analysis engine where we also huh? Okay. Sorry, hold on, guys.
No problem. Yeah.
Sorry for that.
No
So,
problem.
so I'll be back. So I was talking about sentiment analysis, right? So if the bank wants to invest in their in a prospective customer, corporate customer, right? Bank has to do his due diligence. So they of course do due diligence by reading all the P&L statements, the filings, the IT income tax filings, and all of that. But there's
Mhm.
also sentiment analysis is what is required, right? Whether they are good corporate governance, whether they take care of their employees. So who better than Glassdoor? I'm sure you guys know Glassdoor, right? So people
Yes.
go and,
Yes.
and write the reviews on Glassdoors, right? So we did an
Yes.
analytics engine who can read the feedback from Glassdoor and do a thumbs up or thumbs down or neutral kind of feedback to them as well. So this
Mhm.
is this is from that perspective, and then it gives a analysis saying apart from those documents that you see, but how are they doing as a entity in terms of the employees.
That's really good. Yeah.
Check fraud, the middle one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is fraud. I think this is the one of the best examples in terms of banking, right? Frauds are prevalent in the banking industry. The entire endeavor of any bank is to reduce fraud and reduce its losses, right? So now
Mm-hmm.
fraud is a manual activity as well, and there are a lot of tools also. But now with this AI solution that we have in place, again it learns through the pattern, and it can identify or it can predict what kind of transactions could potentially be fraudulent, right? And it
Right.
flags these transactions so that you reduce your human effort, and you call it human in the loop. So only for few transactions you need human in the loop, where a person needs to go and check. previously, instead for almost a million transactions that happen, but if a person has to go through that, now the system goes through that, and only a few thousands are required for manual intervention, right? And with
Yes.
all the 90-95% prediction, and our model is has proven right, it has a huge accuracy that whenever it says, the human in the loop verifies, and then it turns out to be, yes, this can be a potential fraud.
Mhm.
So I think, like this, we had. I think there are many examples, but I'll. These are the marquee ones which are there. So I'll take a pause. How much time do we have? Because I need to run for another meeting.
We can have the session and you
Yatish,
can get on to your call, Yatish. We can connect back again later. It can be a second session of the same walkthrough. Right,
Yatish, if
Aditi?
you have 10
Yes.
minutes, if you can spare 10 minutes, can you also shed some light on infra MS experience and capabilities around BFS? Because one of our main campaigns is around chasing infra deals. So,
Sure.
especially if we have integrated our peak perform anywhere, that can also be a good case study to discuss here.
Got it. Got it. So then let me bring that case study for you guys. But now again, I have to search for it. I mean, let me talk through it, but I want to keep it on the screen so that you can read through it. So let me quickly.
I mean, Yatish, if you have to join another call, maybe we can connect back again.
Yeah,
Like, it
I
must be
mean,
important, right?
if
So,
you have
yes.
joined another call, please go ahead, Yatish. We can have this scheduled at another time.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, that would help. I think another Thursday or Friday would help. Or if I am not available, there is Hemant also there, at least for these specific points. I think Hemant
Yeah.
is can also talk, because these are the deals that you shared, Aditi, about managed services banking. It's pretty close to my heart because I was involved in winning these deals, right? So
Yes,
so
I
I
remember.
can.
Yes.
Yeah, so I can give you the jazzy things, which everybody wants to know, but I can also give the
Yes.
intricate details as well, right? So I can cover that.
Then
But
we
I think
shall
we'll
wait
take.
for it, Yatish. We shall wait for it.
Yeah, I think let's do that. But I just that it gets crazy during the day, and I think week Fridays are better to talk about it.
If
Sure.
it's possible, we can also have it, later in the evening because Compunel prefers late slots and they're working in the